Hey everybody, we're back here for another gear review. This is the first Lite Trace Pant. If you haven't checked out any of our other gear reviews, hit the playlist for the gear reviews and check them all out. But I am super happy with these things, like I am typically with all the First Lite stuff. But I got these. Pete and I have been hunting here in Massachusetts and Connecticut for the last week. I've been wearing them on and off, and I have really no complaints so far. These are marketed by First Lite as a hot weather pant. And they are that. They are a hot weather pant. They have a grid, like weave type to them. When you hold them up to the light, you could actually see through them. With that said, today it was 39 degrees when we left the house. Today's probably going to hit around 55, 60 degrees. I started with the Kiln, actually still have them on, the Kiln zip-off base layer, and I was warm. Now, we didn't sit for long periods of time today. We did a lot of walking and sitting, and I was comfortable. But they are marketed as a hot weather pant. So just keep in mind, if you do layer them with one of the base layers, you can widen that temperature range depending on where you're hunting. Here in the Northeast, spring turkey season, you can get days where they start in the 30s and end in the 80s. And I really think for that type of temperature swing, these are gonna be amazing pants. So they have DWR, or they are DWR coated. Not quite sure what it's going to do for you, because like I just said, there's this weaving where you can actually see through them. Maybe it keeps the pants from holding the moisture, but you're still going to get wet wearing them. Their odor control, for the actual specifications on the terminology that they use, check out the First Lite website. Like I say that on all the First Lite reviews. I'm just here to give you my opinion on how they fit and how they work. If you want those details, check out the website. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and stand up, show you kind of where the pockets are. There is one thing that I will make if you want to consider it a negative. I'm just not completely in love with it. So let me go ahead and hop off the tailgate and break down the pocket configuration. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and, again, talk about the pockets, how everything fits and where everything's laid out. So you have your typical, slash pockets, front pockets. There's no zippers on your main pocket. There is a sleeve, an independent sewn sleeve for like a pocket knife. It is on both sides, depending if you're right or left-handed. It's belt loops with a built-in belt. I'll show that at the end. But you can also run First Lite suspenders. Doesn't matter if you have the two here with a single back or their newer ones where there's just two connection points. You can run either suspender with these pants. So let's go ahead and talk, again, hot weather pant. Let's talk about the ventilation. So on each leg, you have side vents. The weaving here is to help keep bugs from getting in. And I will say I was running the Catalyst Foundry yesterday and I had these open and I did actually find a tick on me. So this mesh is nice. It's gonna help reduce the risk of having some insects come through. As you can see, it's not gonna be perfect. Some of the smaller insects may be able to get through. You have a cargo pocket with two snaps. One thing I mentioned to Pete today, again, I don't know if I like it or dislike it, but you can't hear them snap. So I found myself, as I was walking through the woods getting something in here, I would go like this and I was waiting for that snap sound. So you kind of just got to push and then just check it. You have an inner zipper. Now this zipper does go into this pocket. So I will say one thing that you have to be careful is if you have items in this pocket, if you open this for ventilation, because with these both open, you can feel the wind blow right through. And inside it goes straight in through the mesh, so your leg will be able to breathe out through your pocket. But if you have something in there, obviously you're not going to be able to use that zipper. The one thing that I noticed, and I don't have it on me, is my turkey striker. I would put it in my pocket, and because they're so big, it would almost move around and rotate inside the pocket. Again, it was kind of annoying, but if I'm putting larger items in here, I think I prefer the size of the actual pocket. And then again, everything is just mirrored over here on this side. And you got two zippers on the back to secure anything that you have in your back pockets. So I'm gonna go ahead now and take the pants off. I wanna try to show how they're translucent, not translucent. I wanna try to show how you can see through the material. And back to my comment about how they are DWR coated, but I really don't see how they're gonna keep you dry. Sizing real quick before I take them off. I used to wear 38s waist in all First Lite's pants. I have lost some weight, so I'm no longer 240, 250. I'm down to 220 at 5'10". I ordered the 38s. They were too big in the waist, so I now have 36, and they fit perfect. They have a built-in belt, like I mentioned. I ran no belt, no suspenders this week. Packed out a semi-heavy backpack. I had no issues with them sliding down. So at 220 pounds, 5'10", the 36-inch waist is perfect. These are 32 length. I'm at 5'10". The 33s that came with the 38s were way too long. The 32s on the 36, they're a tad long, but it's fine. With the boots, you can't even tell. If I was running a sneaker, it might bunch up a little bit at the bottom, but with First Lite sizing at 36, I cannot go any shorter than 32. So again, just keep that in mind with sizing when you're looking at them. So with that said, let me go ahead and get these off. Let me show you how you can see through them and show you the belt, and that'll wrap up this video. All right, got the pants off. Couple features I want to show here, and then we'll wrap the video up. Like I said, it comes with a built-in belt. One possible negative is the belt does not come off. It is sewn in. It is adjustable. The buckling mechanism is a little different. It's just kind of got a male end and a female end, and they just kind of lock together. I've ran these for a few days here. We've been doing a lot of hiking, a lot of sitting down, a lot of getting up, and it's never once popped open. So I've had no issues with it. Like I mentioned earlier, I did run a backpack, and I just used the built-in belt and had no issues. You can still run an external belt. It has all the loops. There's a sufficient amount of loops. I have some other pants, not from First Lite, but like an REI pant where I always feel like they don't have enough belt loops. Not an issue with this. You can run the suspenders. The one thing I was not able to test is if you wore an external belt over top the internal belt, I don't know if you're going to get any pinching. So that's one thing that I could see possibly being an issue because you can't take it off. You could take this side off. It's just a standard buckle, but this one is sewn in. So the last thing I want to show you on this is how transparent, how I don't know what the right word I'm looking for here, but hopefully Pete can run the camera here and you actually can see through the pants. This weaving material that's designed for breathability, because these are hot weather pants. It's amazing. The whole pant is like that. There's no spot where it's not see-through. I shouldn't say see-through, but where the air will flow through. Very stretchy. Something else. It's you have a lot of mobility in them. Like everything First Lite does, they put a lot of thought into it. They field test them. I don't know if you can see it, but the way the stitching is sewn in the knee, it's that athletic cut. I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but I do have one snag from going through the briars. There's no damage to the pant. I'm just going to take my lighter, score it real quick, and I'll be fine there. But would not recommend running through thick briars with these. You're going to tear them up. But yeah, again, it's really happy with this pant. So all right, so that's my quick nitty-gritty breakdown of the First Lite Trace pant. Like I said at the top, I absolutely love them. I can't wait to wear them. I'd be probably hiking in these all summer. Unfortunately, I go under the knife for ACL surgery in 2 days, so I don't think I'm going to be hiking anytime soon. But highly recommend them. Again, we are not sponsored by First Lite. We pay for all of our products through First Lite. We try to wear them and put them through the ringer before we do these reviews. I did wear them this week. Like I said, I'm getting surgery, so unfortunately I'm not going to be able to wear them the rest of the year, so that's why I wanted to get this review out now. Hopefully you found it helpful. If you have any questions, you can drop them down below in the comments. You can message us on Instagram or Facebook. I recommend Instagram. I just check it more. Bishop's a little bit more on the Facebook side. But yeah, hopefully you found it helpful. Hit the like, hit subscribe, share us with your friends. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.